Hey fam, let's wake up our bodies and start the day with energy and flow. Today we're focusing on your hips and lower back, the two areas that often carry the weight of the day. Whether you've been sitting too much or just need to get moving, this 5-minute stretch routine is for you. No equipment is needed, just a mat or soft surface. You can do this right in your living room, at the gym, or even outside to soak in some morning sunshine. Here's the plan. We're starting with the dynamic flow to energize your spine and stretch your legs, diving into deep hip opening poses, and finishing with smooth movements to loosen up your lower back. I promise by the end of this routine, you'll feel grounded, open, and ready to tackle whatever comes your way. Let's hit the mat. Let's awaken the entire body with a flow that combines strength and flexibility. Think of this as the perfect way to stretch, flow, and energize all at once. Start in downward dog. Plant your hands firmly on the mat. Lift your hips high and press your heels toward the ground. Breathe deeply as you stretch your spine and hamstrings. Now glide forward into cobra stretch. Lower your hips, press through your palms, and lift your chest toward the sky. Flow back into downward dog and repeat. This continuous flow lengthens your spine, releases tight hamstrings, and opens up your chest and shoulders. It's a perfect combination of dynamic movement and controlled breathing to wake up your entire body. If downward dog feels intense, keep a slight bend in your knees. For cobra, keep your elbows slightly bent if your lower back needs more support. Take one more last breath in cobra. Feel the openness through your chest and push back into downward dog. Now, let's move deeper into the hips. Your hips are the gateway to movement. Let's unlock them and create freedom with a simple yet powerful stretch. Lie in a prone position and shift your right leg across your body. Create a T shape with your hands on the ground and keep your head and shoulders on the ground. Hold for 30 seconds on each side, then switch to your left side. This stretch opens up the hip joints, improves flexibility, and helps relieve tension in your lower back. I promise by the end, your hips will feel lighter and more mobile. If crossing over feels tough, just lift your knee across the mat. For a deeper stretch, extend your cross leg further. Slowly get up and shake out your legs and get ready to dive into a grounding movement that strengthens and stretches. It's time to go deeper into those hips and engage your lower body. Think of this as a full reset for your pelvis and spine. Come into a squat position with your feet turned slightly outward and your elbows pressing into your knees. Keep your chest lifted as you sink your hips low toward the ground. Rock gently side to side to explore the stretch. The stretch not only opens the hips but also strengthens the muscles around them, improving stability and posture. By the end, you'll feel more grounded and stable in your movements. If a full squat feels tough, place a rolled up towel under your heels for support. To deepen the stretch, hold onto a sturdy surface like a table or wall. Take a deep breath, rise slowly. Let's stretch the legs with a little movement in the next pose. Let's combine strength and stretch to lengthen your legs and build balance. Think of this as reaching for the sky while staying grounded. Start in downward dog. Lift your right leg straight toward the ceiling, keeping your hips square. This pose strengthens your glutes and hamstrings while improving balance and flexibility. It also provides a deep stretch for the lower back and legs. Hold for a moment, then lower it back down. Repeat on the left side. I promise, by the end, you'll feel both stretched and strong. If lifting your leg feels challenging, focus on keeping your downward dog steady. You can also bend your lifted leg for a gentler stretch. Lower both feet to the mat. Take one deep breath in downward dog and come to a seated position Feel the openness in your hips and come back to a comfortable seated position. Fam, you crushed it. In just 5 minutes, you've released tension in your hips, stretched your lower back, and created a sense of balance and energy to carry into your day. Before you leave, just remember that you've already won the day just by showing up and pressing play. Make sure next time you see that notification, just press play. The only way that can happen is if you subscribe to the channel. So make sure you never miss another session by subscribing. And invite your friends to join the journey. It's always more fun with friends. Oh, and as a thank you for being part of the fam, I've created a free gift to help you level up your fitness. Check out the link in the description to grab it now. Stay strong, stay powerful, and I'll see you in the next session. Let's go.